Well, a new docu-series shot in Nova Scotia is exploring the relationship between mental health and water. The series is called Living in Flow and follows 6 Atlantic Canadians to explore how they see water as a tool for well-being. It was shot, directed, written, and edited and sound engineered by a couple of really talented and well-known filmmakers in our region. Sisters Megan, and Marie Wright are the Wright sisters, and they are really recognizable because they do so many incredible pieces and projects in our region. They're better known as Mirror Image Media, and both Megan and Marie join me live from Halifax this morning to talk more about this incredible new docu-series. Hey guys, great to see you. Good morning.
Great to see you
Thanks
again.
so much for having us.
I need to know how you guys, became connected to this project, because it's a really cool one, and everything you guys do is really cool. I think you're at this point in your careers, you can be picky and choosy about what you take on as projects, and I know this was probably a no-brainer because it's such a neat one for you guys to kind of dive into. No pun intended. It does explore water and mental health. So how did you get connected with this particular project?
Yeah, so I mean, Vice and Telus came together and they funded 3 different docu-series across the country. And so we kind of thought, as like East Coast filmmakers especially, what would resonate the most and kind of separate us. And so I think just like growing up on the East Coast and being connected to water, growing up just like going to the beach and like having the ocean so close and all the lakes, that was kind of like what inspired us to make this series. And it explores so many different avenues of water. It's not just the ocean and the lakes, it's different ways as well. So yeah, we were so excited. We were definitely like jumping up and down because, to be an East Coast team and also get something with Vice and Telus is super incredible. So we're so grateful. And we had such an incredible team as well.
Yeah, and you guys are kind of the two that led this project, but I know you have a whole bunch of people behind you, as most films, that's how it goes, right? There's a whole team here.
Totally.
Okay, so you guys talked about, ocean. I'm from the East Coast too, and I know how important the ocean is and water, but you also kind of, went outside of the box a little bit with this. I know one of your subjects, Mo, who has been on our show too, talked about how her relationship with water is simply like watering her plants for better mental health. That's what kind of helps her in her self-care and in her day-to-day. So what did you find out about the subjects that you followed? I'll ask you, Marie, what did you find out? What did you learn from this experience?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like we really wanted to pitch something unique to Telus, and sort of the water aspect was that unique aspect. So I mean, the perspectives and the relationships to water vary to different degrees, but at the end of the day, they're all connected to water. And like Megan said, being from the East Coast, like it was a no-brainer to profile people, especially with a connection to the ocean. So, Claire Parsons, for example, is a surfer, and she is, she struggled growing up as a biracial person with her identity, and she talks about how surfing is really her outlet. There's Kanan, who's an Indigenous and queer person, who talks about how self-care is a privilege, which is really interesting, and how, there's a lot of Indigenous communities that don't even have clean, healthy drinking water. Another profile is Wayne Badecki, who's from Cape Breton. He's a musician, and he talks about how sobriety is sort of his symbol to water and his connection to water. So the perspectives are unique and diverse in that extent, but they all do translate back to water. So it's been really, really interesting.
I should say to you guys, apart from telling the stories like this, as we just saw, the cinematography, the editing, the sound, everything you guys do is always incredible, but this one is no exception. So
you're the best.
Kudos to you.
Women of many hats. Yeah, exactly.
You really are. You really are. Incredible twins. How did you go about finding the subjects? Because you found 6 really unique individuals from all walks of life. How did you find these people?
Yeah, well, we had quite a big team compared to what we're normally used to, which was awesome.
AKS.
Yeah. But it was so incredible because like we would literally just do a call out and just ask people, and friends of friends would recommend different people, and we had a big list, and we kind of like narrowed it down. But I think the most unique thing about this series and what's awesome is that there were 6 profiles, and so our goal really was to make sure that viewers would see themselves in at least 1 or 2 of the profiles. And so and I think it is something to say, like, mental health is, it's difficult to talk about and be on camera and be vulnerable and know that this series is across the country. And so finding those people and like gaining trust with them and having pre-production meetings with them was really important.
Yeah, the one that stuck out to me, they all were amazing, but you mentioned Wayne there, who really struggled. He's a hockey star in Cape Breton, and I know there's so many people in Cape Breton who can relate to that, who, where he's about to, it's that pivotal point in his career, either he makes it or he doesn't. Incredible star, but has these demons, right? And shares his sort of journey, and then exactly that tie-in with water. So again, you guys did such a nice job. I really encourage everyone to have a look. How do we see this docuseries, Marie? How can we find it?
Yeah, it's just online on Vice's website, but there's a specific link that has all of the 6 profiles and the trailer on there, so you can basically just
link in bio.
Yeah. But yeah, we do have on our Mirror Image Media social media platforms, we do have the link broadcast or showcased everywhere, so you can find it that way as well. Yeah.
Yes, make sure you follow Megan and Marie Wright, also known as Mirror Image Media, is where you'll find them on Instagram, and they've got so many cool projects that they both take part in. It's great to see you guys. You're friends too. It's good to see you guys after so long, and we'll see you, I'm sure, at the next coffee shop in Halifax, like probably.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah. Thanks.
All right. Great job on the project, guys. Megan and Marie right there, who are behind this new docuseries, Living in Flow.